Welcome, Juliana and Paulina. So nice to see you today. Thank you for coming. How are you doing? Nice Saturday morning. Hello, how are you doing? Well, today Irina is not feeling really well, so she needed a little bit of rest. So she told me to give you the lesson, and I have thought that it will be interesting as we are preparing our Christmas event with Rhapsody, etc., that we have a nice chat about our Christmas costumes, right? 1 second, there is another person waiting. Okay, good. So what do you think? We can talk about our customs and get to know a little bit more about each other, because I'm in Spain. You are from, where are you from exactly? Because I know that there are people from Romania, from Russia, from Finland, from Moldova. Paulina, where are you from? Ah, good. Wow, phenomenal. Uliana, where are you from? You are from Moldova. Valerica, where are you from? Ah, phenomenal. And the last name, I can't read it. So sorry about that. Who are you, dear? I really don't know how to read this name. Stanislava, you are Stanislava. Okay, I will try to remember. Very well. So welcome, and I want to introduce you a little bit what we do in Spain. Do you know Spain? Have you ever been in Spain? Yes, have you? Where have you been? Oh, beautiful. I have a good friend there. Hi, welcome, Christian. Yes, please go on. Yes. Well, it's a very beautiful place. It's a very beautiful place. It's warm. It's generally very warm in summer, and it's a very nice place with very nice people, right? What about the rest of you? Have you been to Spain ever? Or do you know something about Spain? Do you want to travel to Spain in the future? No, you don't. You don't know. Okay. Well, so let's discuss how we celebrate Christmas, because I'm sure that our customs are different and we can put them together and then add them to our Rhapsody event, right? So I have prepared a brief presentation just to tell you the Spanish customs, and then you can tell me about your customs concerning Christmas. What do you think? Good? So let's get started and we'll have a nice discussion. So, in Spain, we have a big tradition of setting up mangers, right? Do you know what a manger is? A pesebre in Spanish. It is the place where Christ was born, in this barn. Can you see the animals here? There's a donkey here. So it's basically a performance, a simulation of the nativity of Jesus Christ. And Spain is very Catholic, right? It's a very Catholic country, even nowadays. And many families, many people add to the decoration of Christmas their own manger. Do you do that in your countries? Yes, you do. Okay, good. I thought it was a Catholic thing, but apparently it's also. Are you Orthodox or any other religion? Ah, good. So there's a good balance. Oh, good. So when we set up the pesebres, we call them pesebres in Spanish, at the major churches, at businesses, at home, and well, they are Catholic tradition, but even people who don't believe in religion have a manger at home or at their business during Christmas time. Okay, we also, with the addition of the social networks, make it possible to wish people Merry Christmas with images of a manger, of Santa Claus, of Christmas trees, etc. Well, we already know that this is very international. So people gather to celebrate. Many people go to Mass in Christmas Eve. Do you do that as well? Orthodox Mass is much longer than a Spanish one, right? I once was at an Orthodox wedding and it was so long and it was very beautiful. Is that right? No, the whole lecture, the whole ceremony was very long, around 2 hours. It was a wedding. You don't know about Orthodox. Well, it's okay. Don't worry. Well, in Spain, masses are short, around half an hour or three quarters of an hour at most, right? So, yes, because and exactly, it's a long to stay 2 hours, and besides, there were 2 hours standing, right, not sitting, so it was quite an experience. So, in some parts of Spain, people perform the Nativity of Jesus, right, with real people and costumes, etc., properly dressed, with the addition of animals, as you can see in this one in Corbera, Catalonia, with this nice donkey here in this beautiful manger. And there are also fairs or mercadillos that resemble medieval or ancient times. And as you can see, it's a very nice celebration. Okay, and people also go to the stalls and purchase food, and it's very nice. Do you also have that in your country? These real life performances of the Nativity of Jesus? You do? Ah, yes, at schools. Yes, at schools. Yes, good. Do you enjoy these kind of celebrations? Yeah, it's nice. It's uh, a nice way to celebrate, right? Yes, it's a powerful performance during Christmas. Beautiful image to have these people dressed up. So we have also the Magic Kings or the Wise Men, and I think this is something strongly Spanish, and I don't know about other countries, so you can tell me. We celebrate the arrival of the Magic Kings or Wise Men, the three men that brought presents to Jesus on the eve of the 6th of January, right? And so the 6th of January is the Magic King's Day. Prior to that, we have a cabalgata, we say in Spanish, or it's a big parade with a lot of floats, which are these carriages that you can see here ornamented. We call them carrozas in Spanish. I think I am. You don't see anything. Oh, sorry. I'm going to fix that. Oh, sorry. 1 second. Please, my apologies. I'm fairly new to this yet. So this, you can see that. I'm going to show you the previous image. Right? These are the mangers that I told you about with real life actors and actresses performing. Can you see it? Can you see it now? Good. Now it's working. My apologies for that. And these are the carriages that I am telling you about. They are called floats, right? And they are profusely ornated, as you can see, with a lot of characters. And they throw candy wrapped in plastic, okay, you know, the typical candy, to the children around. You can see the children swarming here around the Magic Kings, and it's a big celebration. You can see also acrobats here in Valencia. These are images from Victoria, from Mallorca. In Mallorca, as it is an island, the Magic Kings arrive by boat, and there's a big event when the Magic Kings arrive. And then they go to the town hall, and it's very beautiful. Do you also have that in your countries? Do you celebrate the arrival of the Magic Kings in some special way? You do not. So this is something from Spain exclusively, right? That's cool. Well, would you like to watch one of these parades? They're pretty cool. They look a little bit like a carnival, right? You do have carnival, right? No, you don't have carnival. Well, in carnival, you know, people dress up and make this kind of parades. So we do this, right? We enjoy a lot partying in Spain, you know, creating these sort of big events. So we do that. Well, so we have one difference here. You don't celebrate the arrival of the Magic Kings or wise men. Children get presents as well from the Magic King, not only from Santa Claus. So the Spanish kids get twice the presents. One from Santa Claus and one from the Magic Kings. We spend a lot in presents here. So we also have the addition of Saint Nicholas. Okay, because of globalization, we didn't celebrate the arrival of Saint Nicholas during Christmas Eve in Spain years before, but now due to globalization and acquisition of other customs from other countries, particularly from the North American countries, we have acquired also this tradition to celebrate Santa Claus. I think that this is very important for your countries, right? You have a much older tradition from Santa Claus, right? You do. Where does it come from? Do you know? I think it comes from the celebration of the winter solstice or something like that. You're not sure. Well, these are interesting topics to research about. What is the true origin of this? Do you know Saint Nicholas of Bari, right? He was a bishop, and he was very generous and protective of children, and generally was dressing in green, right? He was not dressing in red. It was a Coca-Cola thing to turn it into red costume. Did you know that? It's curious, right? Well, as you can see, this is an ad from Spain. ¿Quieres hablar con nuestro jefe? Do you want to talk with our boss? It's a Spanish ad, and you can see the image of this Santa Claus with two elves, right? Two Spanish elves dressed in different Christmas clothing. And you can see that it's a very well-established tradition already here. And also the Christmas trees. We have acquired the custom of decorating our home with Christmas trees. This is, as I have found on the internet, the tallest in Europe, which is in Granada in Andalusia, right? What do you think? Do you also have a big tradition about Christmas trees, right? Yes. Yes, it is interesting. So, well, as you can see, nowadays the Christmas trees are not only cut trees, which is not good for the environment. You can create a symbolic tree with lights and with other resources, other materials, which is much better for the environment. Do you like that? We really need to take care of the environment, right? So it's necessary not to cut trees in general. In general, it's not a good idea to cut trees. Okay. So, well, let's go to the food, right? Now you can tell me many things about food, because I'm sure that you have many dishes that are typical from Christmas in your countries. Right? In Spain, we have many recipes for Christmas dinner and lunch. We have soups, right? This is very typical soup from Catalonia called galets, and it is wonderful with a very condensed broth. And as you can see, they are these big conch shells of pasta, filled with meat, with minced meat and other materials, right? Then we have roasted lamb from Castilla-La Mancha and Castilla-León, right? You can see it looks beautifully with this thyme. This is called thyme, this herb, right? I don't know. How do you say this herb in your language? In Spanish, we call it romero. Right, romero. It smells very good. It's a plant that smells very good. It's an aromatic plant. And then we have turrones from Alicante, right? And polvorones from Estepa in Seville, right? And as you can see, the turrones are made with almonds, fruit, chocolate, and there are these bars that you can see here, these bricks of food, right? And then we have the polvorones are round, the round one. I have one to show you here as well. This is a polvoron, right? Sometimes also called a mantecado. And we eat a lot of dried fruit as well, and many other recipes. So we generally eat a lot during Christmas time. Do you also do that? Yes. This is the best part about Christmas, right? Eating good food and enjoying nice time with the family. And there is one special dish that I want to underline, one recipe. That's because, as you know, the Magic Kings are very important here in Spain. So we have one dessert called Roscón de Reyes, or the Three Kings cake, right? And there is a story with this cake. As you can see, it's a round shape, and it has a paper crown, perfectly clean, on top when you purchase it, and it can be filled with cream, or it can be plain, no filling, and it's equally very good, right? So when you bake it, when you create you bake your Magic King's cake, the baker hides a small clean figure of a Magic King, very, very small, in the mass, and also a bean, right? And there's a tradition that the families eat this Magic King's cake, and one person gets, because you cut the cake, and one person finds the bean, and the other person finds the small figure of the Magic King. And the person that gets the Magic King becomes the king of the party that day. And it says that it brings good luck for the rest of the year. The person that gets the bean is said to be the opposite. Bad luck, right? But obviously it is a joke, right? It's a joke just to have fun together. Do you have something similar in your countries? Yes? You don't. Well, you should come to Spain to have a nice Christmas time because we do we are partying all the time, Spanish people. And we do have a lot of these kind of traditions. It looks good, right? It is very good. And then I have also added this slide because as you can know, in Spain we have very warm weather, and especially lately that we have very weird winters that look like autumns or springs even rather than winters, and you can go to the beach right during Christmas time. We have this picture from Mallorca and this other one from Las Canteras, Gran Canaria, in the Canary Islands, right? You can see people celebrating Christmas during summertime, basically. So this is cool, right? Would you like to experience that? Yes, in Canary Islands, it's 100% sure if you go to Canary Islands that you will have a very sunny and summer-like Christmas time because it's summer all year round there. So it's wonderful. So your time to speak. Okay, I have already told you about Spanish customs. Now I want to hear about yours. Special things that you do in Christmas time. Okay, from Russia, from Finland, Romania, or Moldavia. Okay, what can you tell me? What is special in your countries about Christmas time? For example, food. Can you share some recipe with us? Yes. Okay, good. Ve- Wow, nice. What about the rest of you? What do you do to celebrate? Do you write? Well, obviously, children write their Christmas letters, right, to Santa Claus. Do you have a special place to go during Christmas time? Wow, wow, magnificent. What about the rest of you? Ah, yeah, didn't know that. Good. Cabbage roll sounds good. Ah, good. And what about desserts? Any sweets that you can talk about? Hmm. I have to visit you. And what are they made of? Chocolate, yes. Chocolate is an international thing, right? Coming from America, but it has become a worldwide thing for the traditions. Okay, good. And we also drink hot chocolate, cocoa, right? Nice cups of cocoa during Christmas Eve as well, right? With in Mallorca, we have another dish, a dessert that is called ensaimada, which is one of the most typical dishes in Mallorca, which is also a sort of cake that looks like a spiral, right? It's spiraled, and they are very good as well. But things have become very international, don't you think? We have acquired the best things from our countries, the best things about all the traditions from all around the world, and we are celebrating in a more integrated way all the countries. Do you agree? Yes, that's nice, right? And then we also have music. Do you have any particular song that is typical from your countries? You do. Nice. Yes, they are very child. Well, the Christmas carols are very childish, and but they are nice to hear. Uh, we have also many songs in Spain, many Christmas carols. Some of them are more traditional, the other ones are more from the present times, more modern. And well, we actually celebrate a lot. So, what after having this nice talk, why sorry, what do you think you can do for your rhapsody, for your event? Are you going to include recipes? Are you going to include letters to Santa Claus, or a little bit of the Magic Kings perhaps? Or are you going to include religion, a manger? What do you plan to do? Do you have ideas already, or are you still thinking about it? You're still thinking about it. Well, did this presentation give you ideas? Do you feel like coming to Spain someday? Oh, yes. Well, you come to Mallorca. I will bring you to the best places here. Mallorca is very beautiful. If I have another presentation with you alone, I will create another presentation about Mallorca and Valencia, which is where I work, right? I work for Valencia. So let's continue working with Irina's tale. Do you agree that we need to, you needed to arrange a translation, and we can rehearse, right? The play. 1 second, I'm trying to open it. And okay, it is recording now. Oh yeah, we've removed the 40-minute time limit for on your group meeting. Oh, thank you. Well, let's read the first slides of the autumn story in December. Who wants to read? Oh, yes, I have to share. Sorry about that. Uh, uh, New share. Uh, yes. Can you now? Okay, good, good. So what are the characters? Can you identify them and analyze them? You are Betty. Oh, good. You already have your roles assigned. Oh, good. So she's a magician, right? And who is Santa Claus? I don't know, because I wasn't there either when you were assigned to your roles. Well, we'll just analyze the roles and the play basically, and then we will arrange whatever we need to arrange, okay? So, Santa Claus, we know what character is obviously coming from St. Nicholas of Bari. Then we have Betty, who's a magician, so she's a fantastic character. We have Pinocchio from traditional stories, right, from a book. Then we have Autumn, a symbolic character, rainy, wind, the letters. Then we have birds and two dwarfs taken from Snow White, right? So you all already have assigned roles, okay? So who is guilty? Let's read the first scene. Okay, the first dwarf. Who wants to be the first dwarf? Okay, good. Can you read? Good. Who wants to be the second dwarf? Okay, good. Thank you so much, Christian. Can you read the second dwarf, please? Good. Good. So they both enter the house on tiptoes, talking secretly. Okay. Beautiful. The drawers hide themselves behind the cupboard. The tiny creatures are curious to find out what is going on. So very nice start. Very nice introduction. Triggering curiosity. Who's Betty? Okay, she stops, raising her hand to the left ear and smiling joyfully. And I think this is your text too. Good. You all have phenomenal pronunciation. You could really teach the the Spanish students. Okay. Letters. Whose letters? Who can be? Okay, good. Thank you. Everyone hugs Betty and presents her a flower. She gathers the flowers in a bunch and puts it in a fine ancient vase. Very nice. So please, can we go on? Good. And letter says, what's up? Something happens now. So we are having a clear image of the scene, right? Of these magical creatures gathered together and celebrating. And then something happens. What's up? Suddenly the light disappeared, a strange hissing sound is increasing, only the burning candles of the birthday cake make the object somehow visible, so everything in darkness. Right? Apart from... Yes? Yes. So we have a moment of tension here. And then we have the second scene, frozen letters. The window frame bangs and a strange shadow is covering the ceiling. Wow, this is going to be a bad character. Now Betty has some visitors, unexpected and unwelcome ones. She's out of luck. The bad wind and two letters, ZZ, are breaking in. Let's see what happens with these characters. Who wants to be autumn rainy wind? Have we run out of characters? Who wants to do this character as well? And he or she needs to be evil, put an evil voice. Shall I do it myself? Okay, let's do it. Sleep, sleep everyone. I am here. I am the forest king ZZZ. Snow will not fall. Winter will not come. You will not have your Christmas tree. Ha 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 ha. The wind is flying on the awfully frightened letters. He's freezing them with his long magic stick. Two letters, ZZ, throw autumn dried leaves over the letters, jumping, leaping, hopping, and yelling incessantly. So who did the letters? Good. They try to protect themselves, struggling to stand. And me again. Stop talking. Do not move. You are punished by the mightiest king. Oh, I love evil characters. They are so fun. So Betty says, okay, she starts to speak but gives up. Good. The letters are looking at each other in a great surprise. The wind bursts into laughter and continues to fly around. Two letters ZZ is helping him eagerly. Not too many words to have seen it. That is why they are angry with people. Okay, who's Z or ZZ? Yes, okay. Please. And they rub their hands with pleasure. The fairy cannot believe her eyes. Good. So, autumn rainy wind, so it's me. You're not sleeping. The letters are sleeping for you not to create your foolish songs and tales. The letters are standing motionless. The wind sits down at the head of the table. What a smell! What's that? It looks delicious. Being hungry, he wants to eat all tasty things and the birthday cake. So Betty says, yes, very dramatic, right? Oh, oh. She's desperate and can't stop crying. Zizi liked that immensely. He's so evil. So we'll see. Yes. And Autumn Rainy Wind says triumphantly, that will be me who will organize the most famous party. A real mess of music and fire. So dramatic. So we are going to write rehearse scene 3, a letter to Santa. Are you having fun? I am immensely. Okay, for a while the dolls have been looking for a way out, marching to and fro along the room. As for the bad heroes of our tale, they went to their relative, a bad witch, to invite her to a celebration. They have not seen each other for ages. So again, the dwarfs, please. He shrugs his shoulders. The good palms. Yes. Good. So wow, good long text. Okay. Mm. So this is the letter written by the dwarfs. Who wants to read it? Shall I read it myself? Okay, good. Okay, good. Dear Santa, sorry to have troubled you. The bad wind has frozen magic letters and wants to destroy not only Betty's birthday, but the Christmas party for the whole fairy world. Could we ask you to help us? Just look up in your diary to find time to visit Betty, please. Best regards, your dwarfs. Okay, now your turn. Nice. Good. And I will be birds. Don't worry. Trust me. And shakes his head. Okay, good. So here we have Santa. So Santa Claus has read the touching letter right now or just now. He sets out to do his best for his forest friends. Santa Claus, singing loudly, approaches Betty's house, knocks at the window, and looks inside. On entering, he notices Betty crying. She's very sad. Betty, you need to be really sad, okay? He feels pity for this smart girl. Children understand Santa Claus loves dearly those who are industrious and well-mannered. Christmas stockings are hung to be filled up one day with candy. Who wants to be Santa Claus? Okay, good. Okay, addressing to Betty. Okay, watching in amazement at her guest. He coughs. Okay, some birds cover Betty with a warm woolen blanket. They are dancing and singing to count down the most beautiful fairy in the world. Betty falls fast asleep and relaxed. Okay, so what a beautiful picture. It's a very nice play written by Irina, right? It is beautiful. So scene 4, Betty's dream. So she's going to have a dream. Shall I read it? Because it's a description. I will read it. Betty is dreaming. The dwarfs are able to see her dream. They are taught different useful things in the forest school. For example, they can make someone's dreams come true, to the delight of hundreds of children for many years, and so much more. They practice magic. That is their cup of tea. School attending can make any brain smarter. Any book of rules says that. And we have these nice pictures of the elves. Okay, so good. Second dwarf, please. Christian. Okay, good, thank you. A key. Okay, there is a key. Yes, good. And magnificent. So, who wants to be Pinocchio? Okay, good. The wooden boy is touching Betty gently. Okay, do you know what is yawning, right? Yawning, oh, and glance, right? To look at Pinocchio. And Pinocchio says proudly. Yes, good. Good. Pinocchio goes into the hut, brings the magic book, and also hands it to Betty. We now have this nice picture here. Okay, good. Okay, how good, okay, not how God, how good. Okay, the rest is good. Santa Claus, please. Brave. Okay, good. Okay, happily. Okay, Pinocchio. Okay, and Santa Claus, please. Able, okay, able. Good, good. Please go on. Ah, no, it's description. While reading, the magic letters become alive and the autumn wind will fly away. For not to see the bad wind in December, you have to pronounce the ABC tongue twister. Okay, and Okay, Santa Claus together with Pinocchio waving goodbye leaves. They are waiting to meet their forest friends again as soon as possible. And we have the fifth scene. Santa is here. Okay, Betty hurries in, pleased and excited. She carries the magic book and the key, repeating on her way the magic ABC tongue twister. And she says, tongue twister. Wonderful, yes? Good, very good. The letters are arranging themselves in a row to form a word combination. Pinocchio tries to read it, and it's the Kids Academy puzzle. Beautiful. And Pinocchio says, please. Yes. Good. And Pinocchio says, courageous Pinocchio runs away and is back hand by hand with two letters ZZ. And ZZ say, very good, very good. Nice, we are nearly finishing. Betty says, the letters speak together. And Betty says, and the second word says, and finally Pinocchio. Wonderful. Everyone calls slowly Santa Claus, Santa Claus, and claps cheerfully. And Santa Claus says, gifts, riddles, riddles. And then we have the celebration. May every day of the new year glow with good cheer and happiness for you and your family. Happy New Year. Beautiful. So we have already rehearsed. We more or less have an idea of who will play whose part. And what we can do is to create an animation with all the characters. I can do that with Toonly, and you will record the voices, and then we can also play that in Second Life, etc. What do you think? Do you think it will be a nice idea? Okay, good. So I will try to arrange it with Toonly before Christmas, and I will be asking you, please send me the audio of this file, or please send me the audios of Betty, of the rest of the characters of Dwarfs, and we will create a nice video together with the logo of the Kids Academy puzzle and nice images. Okay, so that was basically today's lesson. Do you have anything that you want to share? Any idea that you have for this event? Did you like today's session? Did you have fun? I had a lot of fun with you. Okay, good, wonderful. So now I'm going to send the recording to Irina, and I'm sure she will be very happy about the work that we have done today. You have phenomenal pronunciation, really. Your English pronunciation is fantastic. I wish the children in Spain, all of them, some of them are very good, but all of them had this phenomenal pronunciation of English. And well, I will let you think about your Yapsody platforms, Yapsody events. If you need something else, you have my email, right? Concha, lower bar, Pierre, hotmail.com. I will write it at the group. And for anything that you may need, corrections in English or translations or anything, just email me and I will be glad to answer. So that was today's session. Thank you so much for coming. I wish you a phenomenal weekend. Have fun and see you next week. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for everything. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.